Senate Bill 12. Imagine this. Imagine a parent is upset about something that happened at their child's school. Instead of the issue being decided by a locally elected school board, the dispute gets sent to Austin. A state agency that no one in the community voted for makes the final call, and the local board cannot overrule it. What the bill says it does? Senate Bill 12 says it protects parental rights, keeps ideology out of classrooms, and gives parents more transparency and control over what schools are doing. What it actually does? This means parents can now push certain complaints past local school boards and get binding decisions from the Texas Education Agency, while local trustees lose their final authority. This means the state can define and enforce broad bans on DEI activities and staff involvement in student identity issues, while teachers and schools have less flexibility to handle situations locally. This also means school districts must take on new reporting, compliance, and grievance duties, while the state covers only a small portion of the cost. Who benefits? State level agencies and that gain more control over schools, advocacy organizations like Texas Values Action, Texas Public Policy Foundation, True Texas Project, and Citizens Defending. Freedom that supported the bill and now see their priorities written into law. Compliance vendors and legal consultants who help districts navigate new rules and reporting requirements. Who pays the price? Local school boards that lose decision making power, small and rural school districts that must absorb new costs without new funding, and teachers who face discipline under vague rules. Students, including LGBTQ students, who lose access to school based support and local discretion. Why it matters. Schools are one of the most local parts of government. When decisions move from communities to Austin, parents and voters have less real control, even if the bill uses the language of parental rights. When the state adds permanent requirements but does not fully pay for them, the cost shows up in larger class sizes, fewer programs, and higher pressure on local budgets. Questions to ask your lawmakers. Why shift final decision making away from locally elected school boards instead of fixing transparency problems at the local level? How are small and rural districts expected to cover ongoing compliance costs without cutting classroom resources? And would you support clear definitions and a review or sunset clause so this law cannot be misused over time? Bottom line, Senate Bill 12 talks about empowering parents, but it ultimately moves power away from local communities into the hands of state agencies and political groups in Austin.